Afternoon, everybody. Had the water out for a while and, got denied a promotion I'm qualified for. Actually, a transfer and a promotion because my current boss, who's leaving, didn't want me to move ahead of his golden boy, who I allegedly pushed out. So, yeah, my luck never had this bad. It never ends. Every time I'm this close to something that's going to make my life better, a third party who has nothing to gain by screwing it up for me goes and screws it up for me. Yeah, but I think a very powerful witch has fixed that for me with a very, very powerful ritual that can only take place one place in the world, a place in the world that I've been called to since I was 6 years old. Yeah, but what I want to talk about today is how the narcissist wants you to be broke. Now, this can be, in a couple ways. If you have a narcissistic parent, they want you to be broke. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they want you to be broke even more. Now, why is that? Well, they want you dependent on them. They want you dependent on them and subservient to them because they view you as their property, their trophy, or their dulled reflection. I've said that before. But in this instance, it can be, there's other factors too. The narcissist, be it your partner or your parent, sees something in you that they want to destroy. I've said that before too. Whether it be empathy, integrity, but also intelligence, charisma. They hate when people have charisma. Like, if you're a natural leader and you inspire other people and you can help people through their problems, narcissists hate that because narcissists want to keep everybody down because they get off on other people's misery because that helps elevate them. They can't elevate themselves through their own merit, so they have to push other people down in order to make themselves look better. That's why a lot of narcissists are, well, you can't trust them, but they're rats. They're people that'll rat people out. They'll make up lies about people. They'll sabotage other people because they can't compete fairly. And if they see you as a threat to their end game, that's what they're going to do. Now, in a relationship, this is particularly devious because a narcissist, particularly a covert, will seek out an empath, typically somebody that people be like, they're a little out of their league kind of thing. How'd that happen? Like Seth MacFarlane and Amelia Clark. Classic example. But in these situations, the narcissist will, especially if the empath is someone who doesn't naturally have like the most confidence. They could be somebody who's naturally charismatic, but they have self-confidence issues and trouble saying no. ENFJs, basically narcissists. ENFJs are the biggest target of narcissists. I did a video of that years ago. It's in my ENFJ playlist. If you're an ENFJ, you should watch that playlist. I know things. So, but the narcissist will convince them that the narc is like the best option they can ever have. It's the best deal ever, and they have to get with the program and let the narcissist lead and make all the decisions. Otherwise, they'll be helpless and destitute without them. That's what they want them to believe. And they want them to be broke because that's their trophy. That's their source of narcissistic supply. That is the thing, this person, the empath, that makes that narcissist tolerable to other people and thus helps them climb their ladder. I've said that before. But they want that empath broke because if that empath becomes awakened, if that empath can, become empowered and embrace free will, they'll see the narcissist for who they really are. And if they see the narcissist for who they really are, well, then they'll leave. The narcissist will not only no longer have their narcissistic supply and their trophy and the thing that helps them network and connect and make them tolerable, because, I've seen it over a dozen times where people are like, oh, he's such a fucking asshole. It's like, but, she's so sweet. Like, he can't be all that. Must be something we don't see. No, you're seeing it right. He just, his narcissistic tactics just manipulated her over time, and now she feels broken and trapped and can't get out, at least not at the moment. So that's the truth. And if the empath with the narcissist becomes awakened and leaves, that empath knows things. And if that empath, realizes that vengeance and truth is a part of healing, i.e. exposing the narcissist and preventing future victims, that narcissist is screwed, because That'll rip the mask off, especially coming from someone they were in a relationship with, like someone like me doing it, you know. It's like, maybe he's got something against that person, or, you know, witches, you know how they are, that kind of thing, you know. What's in it for him? Well, you know, just what I do, who I am, and the pact with Lilith and all. But if it's someone they're in a relationship with, there's no denying that. There's no talking their way out of it. Leaves the narcissist with only really one option: run. Basically, in order to continue their game and reestablish that fake persona, they'll have to relocate. You know what I mean? Because everyone around will know who they really are. So all their connections, that network of flying monkeys, will be gone because they'll be too exposed. They'll be seen and treated as they should be, for as they are, and the things that they've done and treated people of the volition of their own free will. Oh no. Yeah, and realize that they're not great or special, that they're just an average person who's a good liar and extremely manipulative and Machiavellian, and do anything to get what they want, and cause lots of collateral damage, and seize people as property, you know, all that evil stuff. So that's why they want to keep you broke. If they keep you broke, you can't surpass them. They can't stand that either. Like, if you have the charisma, the intelligence to do better than them in their career, they can't have that. They have to be the alpha. And a lot of times covert narcs especially are betas pretending to being alphas, because, you know, they're trying to impress alphas, like, oh, you know, I keep my woman in line, blah, blah, Sigma. Yeah, I'm a Sigma, I don't care. It's like, oh, she makes more money than me. Great. And can I stay home with the baby? Yeah? Sweet. You know, I'll make videos like this with a baby on my lap. That's my dream. Yeah. Now that I can't be a firefighter anymore, which would have afforded me that same dream, because firefighters, as I've said, work 2 24-hour shifts a week. So I would have had Cadillac health benefits, good pay, a pension after 20 years, doing something that I enjoy that gives me purpose 2 days a week, and the other, you know, 5 days a week to hang out with a baby. Yeah, you know, that was my dream since I was 18. Now you know. But perhaps Lilith has something in store for me. Hopefully unconditional love. I desperately need that to make any of these plans work. But I digress. So the narcissist cannot be surpassed by their trophy. So they'll keep that trophy down. They'll make them doubt themselves. They'll make that person also live a lifestyle that is unsustainable. In other words, like the narcissist, as I've said many times, keeping up with the Joneses is a very, very, very big part of who they are. Borderlines too. My mother was a classic example of that. But so they'll basically push their trophy, their partner, to live a lifestyle beyond their means. So they're constantly broke. They're not saving anything. So they don't have that exit strategy if they wake up one day and are like, I gotta get away from this person. I can't take this anymore. Like, this is as bad as everybody's telling me. You know, I have to face reality and I gotta go now. Well, if they're dead broke, especially in this economy, that's not an option. So the narcissist wants their trophy trapped to keep them. So they have no option of escape, at least not short term. And if they can keep them down career-wise, then their salary will never get to a point where they can just up and do it either. So that is part of their master plan. Remember, if you're with a narcissist, they see you as your property. You exist only to serve them, their needs, their wants, their desires, their plans. And it could be something as simple as where you're going to dinner, where you're taking vacation. Notice how they make all the decisions. They don't care about your input. They'll just tell you how they know best, and you need to just get along with the program, that you're so lucky to have them because they think everybody wants them. But, you know, if they knew how people talked about them when they weren't around, you know, and people talk about me behind my back too, but it's mostly just sexually inappropriate. But narcissists, they knew that most people can actually see them for who they really are, and they actually fool very little people. Maybe they fooled quite a few at first, but over time, you know, it's harder and harder to maintain the lie. Sadly, a lot of people are cowards and, you know, play the game of popularity and groupthink and corporatism, and won't call the narcissist out, because the narcissist, they view the narcissist as someone who wields power. And even when a narcissist does wield some power, they always make it seem like they wield way more than they actually do, you know. So be aware of that too. But yes, the narcissist is trying to keep you broke. It is a means to keep you trapped with them, to keep you subservient to their will. So think about what you want, your wants, your desires. Seek them, embrace your free will, make a plan, get free. Hail Lilith.